When people work as a team, it is advisable that one should know how a teammate would respond to their expectations. And based on this absolutely amazing point of expectations, the best-selling author of the Happiness Project, Gretchen Rubin, has categorized people into four categories, into four personalities, into four tendency type. These four are number one, the upholder; number two, the questioner; number three, the obliger; and number four, the rebel. Knowing about these personalities and then being able to categorize our teammates and our friends into those personality types might help us to perform in a better way. Number one are the upholders, ones everyone can count on. These are the people who do what is expected from them. They prefer to live a disciplined life, they prefer to follow rules. So they often have no trouble following schedules and being on time and doing things on time. Probably the most positive point for these type of people, and the one that we should be really jealous of, is that they do not need any kind of supervision, they do not need any kind of compatibility, any kind of accountability actually, to complete their assigned task. So they get everything done on time and on their own. And a very negative point about such type of people is that they do not like changes, they cannot embrace changes. So having such people in team means you give them their part and it is done on time and without drama, as opposed to the other three types. You can count on such people, have them in your team. Number two is the questioner. I will do it, but you have to tell me why. Why should I do it? Convince me enough. This is how you can simply tell someone how is he or she is a questioner. These kind of people stand up to their own expectations pretty good, but when it comes to others, their expectations and their needs, the questioner shows resistance. And here is when you need to solve their queries and satisfy them with enough reasoning and sense that they can agree to their part. Often only doing what makes sense to themselves, ignoring the need of the project, the need of the team, and that can actually be a very big hindrance when it comes to teamwork. So it might seem that these kind of people are not preferred for team, but because they do not like to do things according to others, they often end up devising their own ways of doing things, and they are often better than what is being proposed. Also, these kind of people, due to their absolute compulsion of having satisfactory answers, bring in points worth taking into consideration. Whenever there is an argument, when there is a disagreement, you convince them with answers and they are doing their part with such efficiency that dealing with their stubbornness becomes worth it in the end. They are also someone you should have on your team, considering that they bring in good points, they devise better techniques, they will get their part done once they are satisfied. The third kind is the obliger. Broadly speaking, the people who think they are the victims. And guess what? We are they. Anyway, their trouble starts with themselves, or our trouble starts with ourselves. We think that we they would do what others want them to do in a very good way. We would do what others want, but when it comes to our own expectations, we struggle. We or such people think like they are being taken for granted. We always feel tired, we always feel burned out, we always feel like we are being treated in an unfair way. Considering that, we will do our part, we will definitely do what we have to do, but due to this toxic type of nature, we can categorize ourselves as compromisable kind of toxic, the good toxic. You should have us. As far as productivity is concerned, the worst about such people, about us, is that in order to be consistent with our goals, we need accountability, we need supervision, we need to make commitments with family and friends. And so, for such kind of people, the concept of accountability partner becomes much needed. Like me, I need an accountability partner. The last one is the rebel. These the kind that seems cool in animes, but get their certain body part kicked by the power of friendship and family kind of person. They would resist everything, all orders, all expectations, seems to be living and existing only for themselves. They seem to have cut every particular bond they have. They will avoid being controlled at any level by anyone in any form. They are the penguin in this meme. They are everyone that a person will like to become. Plus point about such type of people, they can be really hardworking when they are passionate about something, given they are driven by a sense of freedom and not that they are being controlled by someone else. So these were the four type of tendencies, four types of personalities that you should sort your teammates into. That might help you to come up with the answer of how should I handle these bunch of buffoons. Everyone has a particular kind of positive point to them, and everyone has a negative point. It comes to the team leader or the person who is handling such people to decide what to expect from someone, how to handle someone, how to make someone believe that they are part of the team and they are needed and their work is important for this particular project.